Hi, my name's Itza, for those who don't know me. So to start off with my topic, I came with this haiku that I found online. It's really warm. It's like drinking hot chocolate, but with more cream. And just to bring out the idea of zombies, the theme about it, that's when my presentation started. So let's say, just walking through the street, the hall, wherever you are, and then a bunch of zombies just came up. And then you're not happy anymore. You're this sad person. You don't know what to do. So you're wondering what's going to happen next. And then you decide to run. Oh, the animation didn't move, but this guy was supposed to run up here. Alright? And then you eventually get tired, of course. You can't run forever unless you're a track person or a cross-country person, you know? So then you're like, so what am I going to do next? You have these zombies behind you. So you're thinking, and then you're wondering, and then, like, what am I going to do? And then you come up with an idea. Guns! You can kill zombies with guns. But let's be more realistic. You can't have guns in your pocket or anything. So you have to think of survival skills. And this is how my solution question came. How can we use the idea of zombies to survive tragic events? And this came with, oh, no, it's fine. This came with my research, and I came with 3 main things that involve zombies. Science, the media, and religion. Okay? So, science. Scientists, since zombies is not a real thing, I study more about the afterlife and death, because it's related to it. Scientists would experience or experiment on people who had near-death experience or had died and come back to life. That's possible. And there was a scientist called Broomfield, Dr. Broomfield, and then he first tried studying people, like what's in the average brain waves, you know, like living people, and people who had experienced near death, like do the brain waves change. There was really nothing about that research because people found that really rude because you just died. Who wants their brain scanned? So there was this YouTube video. It was National Geography, The Truth About Zombies. It's a really good video. It's 50 minutes long. You want to watch it. Okay, and there was this doctor called Dr. Phil, and he was actually experimenting voodoo, hypnosis, diseases, and rabies, epidemic things too, to see how they change and how these viruses are being spread through people, because each virus is the same thing, but they are able to change. But all he came up with was that you can't control it, and then he's trying to figure out ways to be able to control it, to be able to beat these viruses, epidemics, and rabies. So now let's go with the media. There's this guy named George A. Romero. He's the first guy to bring in the idea of zombies into the media. He's the Hollywood idol. He started with this movie called Night of the Living Dead. Anybody have heard of it? That's the whole movie that started the zombie things. TV shows, video games, everything. I found something very interesting about him. A big pet peeve of him is that he doesn't believe that these 28 Days Later or 28-week movies are not really zombie movies because they're spread by viruses. They're actually, he's like, zombies are people who come back from life, not viruses being spread. And that's a big controversial topic between people. And then video game players. Zombies, they kill them. But have you guys ever played video games where you kill creatures and stuff like that? And then you experience, like, oh, you have to think of ways to be able to survive from the creature, like, find a way to attack it so you won't die, right? Well, that's the amazing thing about media. It makes you think. Now let's go back to religion. Oh, well, we never went there, but to religion. I talked to, I had an interview with this priest called Garcia, And I asked him this question, and I found his answer very interesting. I was like, why do you think people are afraid of the afterlife? And he was, we as humans, we are afraid of anything of what we don't know. So we don't know, and we don't know answers, we're scared immediately. And then this picture is a corpse. And this is another religion. It's called Mayat Bijalan, which means walking in the dead ceremony. And this is in Indonesia, Toraja. And there's this lady right here. She's a black magic priest, and she would bring corpses back to life so they could walk to their funeral. So those people won't be able to carry their dead. And I found that very interesting because it's funny because that's normal to them. But to us, it's like, what are they doing? They've been doing this for at least 500 years. Next. Oh no, we'll go back. I'm sorry. So what I found all of these, the connection between all these three things is they're all trying to survive. Scientists are trying to beat what we're trying to avoid. Media is trying to make us think of ways to survive with the things that surround you. And religion is trying to give a story about it. Like, we don't have to be scared, but we have to maintain ourselves. Okay, now you can change. So, I came to the idea, how can we use the idea of zombies to survive tragic events? To survive earthquakes, hurricanes, flood, or what if you're just stuck in the middle of the woods? So, it's just ideas. Like, I came up with the clue we could convert like a zombie kit. No, just for the idea of zombies, but like bandages, all those things you need to survive. Like here you need knives, life stuff. What are those things, the floating things I forgot right now? Ways to hide, to be able to survive. And then, you see this amazing kit. Okay. And then it's just, all of it started with my first question. Why are zombies my escape of reality? And it all became because I'm a big video game player. So I used to play games with zombies in them, and I would like just kill them, and it's just like, it was my role to disappear. And then that's how all of this just started.